Welcome to Voices in the Back. Over the next few weeks, we'll be having conversations with BIPOC Minnesota artists on the topic of racial issues, and at the end, a performance.
We'd like to thank all our sponsors for their support, including the Minnesota Music Coalition, the Hook and Ladder Theater, Indeed Brewing Company, First Avenue, The Warming House, and The Current, along with funding from the Metropolitan Regional Arts Council that helping us make this series possible.
If you'd like to support us and help keep our series going, please donate to our Give Minnesota page, either on the screen right now or linked below. Make sure to follow us on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter using our handle @VoicesInTheBack. All right, welcome to Voices in the Back. Today we have Chris Parker. It's nice to have you here, and thank you so much for coming all the way up from Mankato.
It's a pleasure.
Yeah, would you want to just introduce yourself, tell us what you do, where you're from, where you call home? Yeah.
Chris Parker. I'm from Chicago, Illinois, so that's going to always be home. I do live in Mankato, Minnesota, so that's second home right now. I love it out there. I have a entertainment company / record label. Helping musicians take their career to the next level. Basically, get all the registration done, just turn them into a legit brand. And audio engineering is something that I've grown a passion for, just learning how to do all of that, trying to get the quality of a song to sound good.
Yeah.
That's where I'm at with it now.
Yeah.
So what made you want to start up a record label?
Basically, I don't like not knowing how to do things. So if someone charged me for anything, I want to know what I'm paying for. Yeah. And I feel like in the music business, it's a lot of talk going on, and people just so quick to throw out a price, and the artist or whomever it is don't know what's going on. So I had a situation where I felt like I was screwed over in the music industry. I wrote a song and sent it back to the producer, and he sent it to a Facebook group, and the song kind of got popular within this group or whatever, and then next thing I know, it was on the radio, but it was another artist, and they didn't take my lyrics like word for word, but they used the same template, for the song.
Jeez.
So it's crazy, but I'm not one to complain about stuff. I took it as a learning lesson and wanted to help other artists, prevent them from going through the same thing I went through.
So can you speak on SelfMadeGlory? I see you rocking the hoodies on your hat. Can you just speak to that?
Yeah, so what it is I really want to empower creatives. I feel like I used to battle rap back in the day, and then from there, people would always tell me, like, you need some original songs. So I was like, all right, well, I need some beats. And then I was looking like all these people say I'm so good of a rapper. Well, why ain't no one making beats for me or sending me some beats? Of course, that's when the money gets involved. And so I just wanted to learn how to make beats then, so I didn't have to wait on no one to make beats or get charged a price or whatever, overpriced for a beat. So I started making beats. I'm already writing my own songs. Dived into mixing and mastering. It's like, well, kind of self-made glory. Like, I'm making it all happen by myself. But also on the flip side is just feeling good about that. Like, I feel a lot of people don't get the credit they deserve, or they too humble, and they don't ever speak on their own accomplishments because of what the next person will think. So Self-Made Glory is embracing that.
Was there a moment in your life that you realized you stood out or were different because of your race?
Is that just here in Minnesota?
Yeah, just here in Minnesota, or even like if there was a difference between like between that and Chicago too. Was there a difference with?
To be honest, I really wouldn't know if there was a difference in Chicago. I mean, I was in a community where I looked just like my neighbor, so just being around my environment for so long, I wasn't exposed to anything else. So actually, my first time, I would tell my friends, like, seeing a white person was in Michigan, like when I left Chicago and transferred school. So that was a whole new process for me. And then I'm starting to see, like, people are cool. Like, I don't understand why you don't like this person or that person don't like you just because of the color of your skin. bringing it to Minnesota, it has been a little problems, just on the business level. I feel like as a businessman, it's not, or you don't get the same level of respect as fast as the next person who might have been Caucasian or something like that. That kind of sucks, but I just make them realize, like, oh, well, that was your bad.
I wanted to know, since you started SelfMadeGlory and have, like, had people come in, and you just started, or you just opened your studio space as well. How is that? How has that been with having people come in, and has that inspired your music as well?
I look at it as a blessing. I've always wanted to have a studio. For the longest, I was doing it inside my house type of thing, but bringing everyone to your home isn't always a good thing. So having a studio, just that space, is good. It's good for artists. Artists actually feel like, oh, I love being here, because a lot of them today are doing it from home also. Yeah. So it was a situation where I went to a studio to try to work for the studio, and the engineer there told me the price would be like $125 an hour or something like that to record the musicians. And I'm just thinking, like, if I'm doing it from home, why would I be paying $125? Exactly. I understand that you would have the knowledge as far as mixing and master goes, but as far as recording, there was a disconnect, and that's kind of bring you back to where the racial problem could have came into, because he was charging those prices on a band basis, like $125 for a band. That's cool. Like, you got your lead singer, you got your guitarist, your bass guitar, your drummer, pianist or something.
Yeah, so there's a lot of things to
record. $25
each.
That's nothing for them. But if I come in as an artist with a 2-track, and I'm just trying to lay some vocals on top of that instrumental, can't charge me $125 per hour for that. It's crazy. So I wanted to get the studio going so we could avoid that problem, because a lot of artists in Mankato, they would travel to the cities or elsewhere to go record their music. And why do that if we can have a studio locally?
True. Yeah.
Can you describe some of the scene in Mankato? Because, like, I'm from Minneapolis. I haven't spent much time down there, and I know each city, every place has its own specific sound and scene and culture. But for those who've never been there, like, how would you describe Mankato and some of the music that happens there?
I say it's a small city, but got like the big city feel to it. Like, it's small where everyone know everyone. So just make sure you're not doing nothing bad. The information will spread pretty fast.
Word travels fast.
Yeah, but for the most part, it's all good. Like, everyone's nice. The music scene, it's a lot of local talent there, and that's another reason why we wanted to get the studio going, because it's too much talent not to be putting out, So
if everything kind of, like, your wildest dreams come true with the studio, with your own career, like, where do you see yourself in, like, 10 years or something?
10 years, man. Hopefully the pandemic will be done. In 10 years, I don't know, I would probably want to be teaching music some way, like, everything that I've learned, like, from the record label perspective and from an artist. Like, I enjoy the songwriting part of being a recording artist. But being a recording artist is very different from just writing a song at home. I've had a lot of artists come in and they come with their bars and they rap it just like they rapped it at home, instead of being a recording artist on the microphone. And it's a huge difference. So I would like to teach how to become a recording artist, or how to do these things as far as, like, what the record labels provide to artists so they can do it for themselves.
I like that. Yeah, I think it's knowledge that, like, should be common ground for every artist. Like, anybody coming in right now, you need to know how to be able to fend for yourself in this industry. Yeah, I agree. I like that.
I think it's important to me because I love doing collabs, and it's hard for me to want to do a collab with an artist who don't have their stuff together, pretty much. So like I would want them to register with the performance rights organization. I would want them to already have that type of stuff taken care of, because if I'm making a beat and I make a beat like 5 minutes or 10 minutes, everyone in the room is inspired, everyone's making their bars up right now, but when we get to putting the song out, that's a whole step that these artists have to do. It's time consuming.
So it sounds like you kind of want to be in a position where you can sort of pass the torch to the next generation or people coming up. Is that right?
Yeah.
Did you have someone do that for you?
No, I just Google search YouTube University type of thing. That's what I tell people.
YouTuber.
It's like I just dived in and just wanted to know, because I have a passion for learning also. So like anything that I don't know, I want to learn. So music being something I'm passionate about, just started learning the business, the actual music, the artist part of it, everything, as much as I could.
What Minnesota artist would you want to see on Voices in the Back? Like, who else do you think deserves a little bit of light?
There's an artist I work with named Young Black, pretty dope. Got a good vibe to all of his music. Just need to get it out there more. We working on that. Another artist named Leak-Through, real talented young artist. Relium Prime, Double O, some guys I know in Mankato, super talented. And his brothers, the whole family is talented, so it's kind of cool seeing that.
Nice. And then, do you have anything that you want to plug? Anything going on with your music stuff, or even just with Self-Made?
I think it's important that artists utilize their music and to get them in different situations other than just music. Like if your goal is to be a famous musician or globally recognized, it may take a collaboration with a sanding company or something different that'll take your career to the next level that you won't expect. Like me, I work with a company called Makerspace, and they make things, you know, it's called Makerspace. So they have like shoemaking, they have jewelry making, welding, t-shirt design, all types of things. And just by working with them, being in that network, they're helping me, I'm helping them also. Another one is called Connect the Gray. So they try to, the gray areas, as from my understanding, the gray areas that BIPOC people or artists have in Minnesota, they would want to bridge that gap. Like if it's funding that the artists need, and not just musicians, but like culinary arts, photography, if whatever the artists need, they want to be that resource for the artist. So I think that's a great connection, you know, being an artist. Like we all wish we had something like that. So it could be a powerful tool to help and creative get to the next level in their career.
Is there anything that like you have going on? What you got?
I really don't know what's going on with my music. I mean, having a studio, like I can be there all day, you know. So I make tons of beats, and then whatever idea I get, I'll just go in there and record it. I have a project coming out, Make a Beat, Bust a Flow. Right. I like to freestyle, so making a beat and then freestyle whatever ideas come to mind. I think that's kind of cool. And to watch it live, like to make it a show or something. I don't know, but I'm trying to work on that.
That'd be cool. All right, sweet. Well, thank you so much for coming on, and yeah, just it was really great talking to you and everything.
Thanks for having me. I greatly appreciate it.
Anytime, yeah. Give it up, Chris Parker. Be sure to support SelfMadeGlory. Thanks for being here, brother.
Thank you.
Great music lives here. We are committed to amplifying Minnesota music to keep it independent and influential. Get closer to Minnesota music with The Local Show and The Duluth Local Show. Sunday nights on The Current.
Voices in the Back is proud to present Chris Parker.
Thank you. Bigger price to pay if you a hustler with ambition. Black lives matter and forever fit the description. Check. This the result to when trap niggas win it. Get sucked in the system, only black people living. Rap niggas turn rats, hope they pass this forgiving. But overruled by judgment, cause what you got in the pigment, fuck it. Throw down the gavel, next they'll be throwing down the roses, fuck it. They wish me well, then throw me down like I'm Joseph. Dreaming about not spending the rest of my life hopeless. Chopping O's, we part them seas like Moses. Gold around my neck worth more than the goals you reaching for. Ice cold as ski resorts, don't need a reason for it. I come from struggle, my nigga, we grew up wish shopping. Grandma watching soaps while she dishwashing, no hip hopping. Birthdays, minus the gift shopping. I got you next week cause big problems, that's real talk. The easy route is bring the pistol out when facing hard times, and I keep it on me, the heat ain't only for hard drives. 100 until the day that I reach the far side. Pray for me so when I'm gone, I'll be good in God's eyes.
Parker. Yeah. Hit the club, Tia with my squad, get my Mac on. Girl, you got a body, I would drop a couple racks on. Way you talking to me, we could be each other backbone. Fly, you about to see me, you never wanna go back home. Fly, you about to see me, you never wanna go back home. Champagne spilling down, Perrier bath on. Let this money rain on your body till them stacks gone. I just want drink a little bit and hear some rap songs. Party with a fine ass chick and take a cab home. Nigga mad at me and his feelings up in that zone. Picture for the gram with his bitch, hope it lasts long. Throw it back. Throw it back to me, she showing me what to grab on. Shorty want the drugs, no a plug, hit the trap on. I don't even smoke, but I know my nigga pack strong. Loudest in the loud. Like you see me on stage and the crowd straight going buck wild. I can fuck you right now. In the middle of the day or when the sun go down. When I make you scream out. Say you haven't had this kind of feeling in a while. When it's about to go down. It is so good that it make me proud. When I get behind that big motherfucker. When I get behind that big motherfucker. Nigga gotta smile each time I fuck ya. Have her turn around, eat the booty like supper, just playing with. We can joke up in and get a laugh on. How you twerk for me while I'm getting my relax on. In the bedroom, no talking, no chat zone. Get that ass smacked on, hair pulled back, blown. Good Lord, make me work for it. You kept it on lock, now it's worth for it. Work for it, make me wanna dedicate a verse to it. Sit in church for it, when I die, come back to earth for it. Good Lord, make me work for it. You kept it on lock, now it's worth more. Work for it, make me wanna dedicate a verse to it. Sit in church for it, when I die, come back to earth for it. Yeah, tell your man it's a rap home. Couple lucky pics in the mirror with the flash on. Pole dance freak, I give you something to clap on. OG with the tongue, said she can't wait to get that dome. Hit it from the back, send emoji back, black chrome. Me no killer shit, radio and gold magnums. We can fuck the Trey songs or we can fuck the trap songs. How you wanna get? Parker.